All right, welcome everybody. All right, so we're on the play. The sound is fine. Yeah, really needs a land, but we can cycle censor, have some answers for early drops. Sound is fine. And then champion fixes all problems. All right, our opponent is on the mulligan to 5. On the other hand, unfortunate for them. So we're going to start by fetid pools. All right. A black-red land. Likely to be a Grixis deck, I would imagine here. Nothing threatening on turn 2 that we would want to censor besides a Siphoner, and we have Fatal Push answers, so we're going to play that pools. The big card in this matchup is Chandra. If you don't answer Chandra, it becomes very, very troublesome to win. So I think we're going to keep this censor around. Just going to play this champion. It's clear he does not have a Siphoner. So we're going to go on the side of trying to get land instead of Fatal Push. This is the big difference between the Grixis match. Like, they have Magma Sprays and stuff to get rid of it, but champion is really the best card. All right, that still draws us 2 cards. Ooh, yeah. Okay. I can get behind this. We for sure want to discard 1 Fatal Push. I think it's just the other one too. The cards just can be bad in some spots, and we already have 2. We have a removal. Next turn, being able to search and have censor open for Chandra, I think should be sweet. Whirler would have been kind of nice there, but for him. Okay, so here we're gonna get us Kanta down. And really hope he has a 4th land and Chandra, you know? Like, being able to censor that would be pretty backbreaking for our opponent. Ooh. Now we don't want land Chandra next turn. Okay, Island, we're going to put that into the graveyard. We want to rush up to 7, and that's also not what we want to be doing. Interesting, another champion. I think we are going to play this. Boosts our graveyard. We really do want to play this land, but just in case we have to discard it. Okay. Commit and a swamp. I almost just want to discard the cards we drew. I think our hand is better than a commit right now, and we don't want another land. So we're going to do that. And then if he doesn't tap out for something, we might think about censoring this. Vraska's Contempt. He tapped out, but do we care? Do we care about this card? Notably, if we do censor it, that is our 6th card. I am going to censor this. Champions are a problem, and you know, you got to exile them. If they ever get to draw you 4 cards, the game is almost always over. We're going to put that in the graveyard. Flip this. And the one big problem about Grixis is they do not have any ways to get rid of his Kanta. So that card is there to stay. Yep, writing's on the wall. You understand what his Kanta does to you. Okay, so Grixis here. Aetherborn's quite bad. We're going to be on the draw. I don't like Essence Scatter against him. I for sure want 1 Bloodfast. Both Duresses. Hitting Chandra is very important. Commit's good. Now these Doomfalls. We're going to bring in the Spyglass. Hitting Chandra, they really have no way to get rid of it after that. So we're going to do that. We're going to for sure cut a couple pushes. Might leave in a couple, because they do have Siphoners. And that's a big deal. Other than that, I think this looks pretty good. We can think about cutting Ballista or a couple Fatal Pushes. That combination of cards is kind of a lot to to deal with Siphoners. Like, it has to be dealt with, but that is kind of a lot. I think about Doomfall here, but they have Whirler Virtuosos, so it's almost always just the 3-mana Duress, so I think we want to stay away from that card. Is Kanta on the draw when we're taking out that many instants and sorceries? It's not great, but still fine. It still gets Liliana's. Now the only question is some number of negates, Essence Scatters, and Doomfalls. And I think it's close. I think it's really close, you know? On the draw, one of the most important things is Siphoners, you know? So we got to be somewhat prepared for that. And right now we have 4 answers for it. I think that's what we want to do and just leave it like this. So we're going to try that. Okay, game 2. All right. On the draw with this hand, I think it's good. I think this is a good hand. Ooh, he put us on the play. Interesting. Okay. I see you. Alright, so I don't think I'm going to play this Fetid Pool. It's very close, but I think I'm just going to go Swamp Go. We're not going to cycle, because we really might try to get his Siphoner. Would have been good if we had a Siphoner there. So now we'll either censor that Siphoner, or we'll cycle Fetid Pools. Looks like we'll be cycling. Alright. Nothing too exciting to do right now. We could Spyglass, but if he has Negate, feel pretty bad, so I think we'll wait till next turn. Alright, a Walking Ballista. We could censor, we could Spyglass, we could do nothing and say go. That might be the best. Maybe we'll just Spyglass here. Get a counter out of his hand if he has it. And if not, see what he's doing. He's going to disallow it, huh? And then I think at this point we censor it because he's probably protecting a Chandra, and we could counter that for 1 turn, or we could stop it every turn. Okay, so we'll see what he's cooking with. Oh wow. Oh wow, our opponent's doing some stuff. Okay, so we're going to... Can we take a snip? It's not going to work that way. Huh. Okay, I guess we'll just memorize it. So we can take out this Angreth for good. All right. All right, those are cards. Oh, I guess it showed us here. Okay. Well, we have to name Angreth. The Flame Chained, I believe it's called. Okay. So at least we got that card gone for good. But his hand is good. His hand is very good. Yeah, he definitely just went way bigger, so us leaving those Fatal Pushes in is gonna be not great for us, that's for sure. Walking Ballista. Well, I think we play one. I mean, his hand is a little slow. Oh, wait, we walk right into this, huh? Yeah. Ugh. Well, I still think we do it. He does not want to contempt that. That makes sense. Yep, we'll deal him 2. It's a lot of card advantage. Well, we kind of want to keep the land. I think we're just going to get rid of this ballista. Alright, so he does not have this. He does not have mountain. We're in a bit of trouble this game. At least we got that Angrath under control. That card would have ate us alive. Yep. Just playing it for funsies. Suppose he probably has some answers to it. Well, we don't want to just play a Chupacabra. This was our turn to really hit him with something, but no such luck. Alright, so we can play a Siphoner. It's just going to get Vraska's Contempt, but I guess we're okay with that if he uses it on that. Yeah, the card we really want here, like I said, was going to be the most important thing. Argo's Bloodfast opens this door wide open. Ooh, Rutrow, Abrade. Yeah, we're going to take that Sorcerer's Spyglass out there. I kind of didn't even think about Abrade. That wasn't great. So now he can, yeah, just -3 on that. Surprised he didn't do that right away. Yeah, with the direction that he went in, it turns out our sideboarding could not have really been worse. Yeah. We're just going to go to the next game. He has so much advantage on us. All right. All the pushes out. Get that out of there. We're going to bring in these Doomfalls. We're going to bring in the negates. We're going to go control on this guy. I think we're going to go exactly like that. This Chupacabra is pretty bad still. We'll leave in a Ballista. Seems better. Okay. That's a lot better. Argo's Bloodfast in the opener. That's all we're looking for. No to that, but I think the hand is still fine. So we're going to keep. We could just duress him turn 1. Doesn't seem terrible. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay. So, we do want to keep him out of our hand. Yeah, Argo's Bloodfast at any point here is just going to win the game. His deck is not equipped to deal with that card. We're going to get rid of Doomfall here. Bloodfast. Nope. Plays a second Canal. Ooh, baby. Okay, yep. God, if he drew the negate, though. Oh, if he drew the negate, that'd be so devastating. I think we just champion here. And then do it next turn. It's a little risky, but I think it's worth winning the game to have counter backup. Okay, cycling. We're going to draw some cards. Ooh, we're going to discard a champion for sure. Then we're going to discard this Aether Hub. Getting that champion in the yard is huge too, because they can't really mess with that. So later on it will just let us draw cards. Now if he, oh no. Okay. Okay, okay. Thought maybe he was going to Doomfall us. Alright, so we still know his hand is those 4 cards plus 2 mystery cards. So we are going to start with this Bloodfast. Almost for sure have to negate. Yep. He knows it just as well as we do how good this card is going to be. And now we start drawing some cards. Love it. Okay. So we know he's down to those. Okay, that was a great top deck. All we need is lands. We're going to draw. We might think about Doomfalling him. But there's nothing we're really scared of that doesn't also come into play. So, and we know he has Vraska's Contempt, so it's for sure not Scarab God. I think at this point we just want to find another land as much as possible. We're going to draw right away. A search for his Kanta. Maybe I could see a Doomfall here then. I think it really is better to just react to him. So we're just going to say go. We're going to draw cards. Do what Bloodfast does best. Make its land drops, draw cards. We're cool with him cycling. That's fine as well. Bloodfast of his own. Now it's going to be interesting. Okay. That is not what we wanted to see. So the card is very good against us, so it's obviously very good for him. Well, we need to hit a land. We're going to draw. Okay. We're going to play the land, and I can see playing Search for its Kanta. I think that seems pretty good. And he only has 2 black sources, so we're not insanely worried about him out bloodfasting us, but we're going to start with that. Let the games begin. And we can think about playing champion if we draw land, which I think is pretty good. It's going to warrant a removal spell, but it's still drawing us the cards that we would be drawing for the turn. Looks like a Planeswalker, maybe. Ooh. He's trying to really value us out here. So it's each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker, then discard a card. You return a creature or planeswalker, so he doesn't have that. I don't know if I care about that at all. I don't. So I'm just going to blood fast because I might want to discard the card I draw. Ooh. I kind of want to just discard the Scarab God here. So we're going to have a good play next turn. If we top deck a land, I think we're sitting quite well. So we can do a dirty play next turn. If we top deck a land. No. Alright, this is going to be nice. So we're going to make him deal with 2 gigantic threats. Okay? By returning a Scarab God, we get to threaten the fact that he has to deal with not only the Planeswalker, he has to also deal with this game-winning Scarab God. Through a negate. At this point, it's going to be very hard for him to win. So I know he has that Contempt, and he's going to fire that off, and I am going to try to protect it. Because he might just not have the negate, and the game's over. And if anything, that's preventing him from drawing cards. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. Ruh-roh for you. Okay, so now we're just going to go nuts. Upkeep, we're going to bring back Champion. We're going to draw a bunch of cards. Holy. We're going to discard a Champion. We're going to discard another Scarab God, too. Because if we draw a land, then he can just never kill Scarab God. Okay, we're going to put that into the graveyard. Now we flip. Take 1, scry, 2. We're going to keep both. We're going to go top, and then top, so we draw the Aether Hub. We're going to play this land. I guess it didn't really matter to top, because now it's going in the graveyard. So, technically, we should have bottomed that Duress. But that's okay. We're going to attack. Now, if he goes to Contempt again, we just use Scarab God to return Scarab God and keep the new one, and then it's just over. And I think really the reason we got to this game state was because of this card. It's that important. So he's going to get to flip. Which it does not matter anymore, you know. We even have the commit if he tries to Scarab God. He chooses not to flip. Bold. Bold to say the least. Even if he contempted Scarab God and I somehow forgot how to use the card, I don't think he could get out of this. Well, I think game 2 we can attribute losing to just poor sideboarding. Mostly me not seeing enough of his deck. Exactly what I talked about in the deck tech. If you don't see enough of your deck, do stuff like Doomfalling. Okay, he's trying to do that. Yep, we're going to let that resolve. We're going to let that resolve just to do this play that I talked about. Because I think it is a, normally I would just commit that and win the game, but I think this is a play that is so important out of the deck that people need to realize, and they need to discard Scarab Gods early because you can do this play, and there's just nothing you can do to this, You keep this, and now that one's going to return, and it's going to come back to your hand. It is just one of the most busted plays you can possibly do with the deck. And a lot of people don't see it, so I think that's a good learning experience. He's still gonna, concede, but okay.